Ladies, if you're on a fat loss journey or hormone health journey, you love your booze. I'm going to give you the exact blueprint I give to my exact clients. What to drink, how to drink it, how much to drink, how to set your macros, supplementation, basically every single thing. Giving away the lot here. So first and foremost, there's a bunch of myths about that you can't drink alcohol and lose fat. That's bullshit. I've dispelled those myths in a million different videos. So you can go back and watch those. But number one is going to be setting your macros. So aggressive fat loss target, I would just go 10 times your goal body weight, and then before you get panties in the bunch, you're going to go up in food as you lose 1 to 3 pounds of fat per week. Each week, you are going to go up in food 50 to 100 calories, right? If you are stopped losing fat, don't go up anymore in terms of your food. It will also set you up for a nice reverse diet, which we can kind of talk about later down the line. Now, that's number one. So 10 times your goal body weight. Your macros are going to equal your calories. So once you set your calories in your app, like say MyFitnessPal, then you set your macros. If you're menopausal, you're 0.8 to 1.1 grams per pound of body weight. If you're not menopausal, 0.6 to 1.1 grams per pound of body weight. Protein, why is it higher in menopause? Well, because you're catabolic in menopause. You want to offset any insulin resistance. If you're on a fat loss journey, you're probably going to have some insulin resistance with the extra body fat you're holding. If you're in menopause, obviously you're going to have insulin resistance. And if you're drinking, you have insulin resistance. So just be safe rather than sorry. To moderate your carbohydrates, you're going to take the fats, not the carbs, the fats, put them at 35%. That'll decrease and moderate your carbohydrate intake and make you nice and insulin sensitive so you don't store that belly fat and you can consume carbohydrates in terms of energy instead of fat. All right, so that's how to set your macros. So step number 2 is choosing your alcohol. There's a couple things we want to look at when choosing the right alcohol. One is ABV. The next one is going to be calories. And the third one is going to be the cleanliness of the actual alcohol. If you have a lot of sulfites or histamines or a lot of additives, a lot of impurities like you would in this vodka, a lot of different shit in there, those are going to cause obviously more hangovers, but you're going to have more of a congener load, which can cause more inflammation, which is not going to be good for your fat loss. The increase in ABV also is going to decrease your fat oxidation. Those are directly related by research, so take that into account. And then you want to think about calories. The only real calorie dense ones you're looking at like craft beers, beers, and liqueurs, and obviously mixed drinks. So that's the only thing you really need to take into account when drinking in terms of the choosing your alcohol. Now, if you want my free guide for like my approved alcohol list from Costco or Costco or Total Wines, you can DM me on Instagram. If you want the alcohol inflammation spectrum with all the alcohols, so you can see how your favorite one lines up, send me that. DM me on Instagram. I'll send you that. But let's talk about supplementation. So our goal is to offset the damage from the alcohol. So the damage from the alcohol is pretty vast. It's going to not deplete, but it's going to pretty much wreck your gut microbiome, your hormones, going to deplete your B vitamins, your magnesium, tons of free radicals. What else? Just overall shit show, just destabilize your blood sugar levels. It's not good, right? Kind of just to keep it in check. Obviously, 95% of your body's detoxification is down your liver. So N-acetylcysteine, NAC, which I have right here if you're watching this on YouTube, 1,000 milligrams before you drink, and then 1,000 milligrams of activated charcoal after you drink. From there, if you want to get a little more granular, you could take B complex, you could take milk thistle, decrease the inflammation. You could take L-glutamine to stabilize your blood sugar levels. You could take magnesium glycinate, which you should already be taking, and vitamin C2 for the free radicals. Okay. That's supplementation, and then mindset. So, you want to, if you're kind of going by the seat of your pants and, structure's your big thing, pre-plan all your day out, pre-plan all your alcohol. Don't chance it. Depends. I made a whole thing on drinking style. So if you're like a social butterfly, if you are a stress drinker, if you are a emotional drinker, if you are a all or none drinker, there's different styles and mindsets you need to get with that. So I would go back to that video and actually watch it because I break down each one of those personality types. And that's about it. So I hope this is super helpful. Drink booze, lose fat, and enjoy the rest of your day.